Good morning, you guys. So it's Kaylee here with Embrace the Adventure, and we had an overnight stopped halfway at Nashville Shores Lakeside Resort. It was just the closest one on our route. Also, I was stung by a hornet last night in my sleep. I have that footage on TikTok and Instagram. Very interesting night. My shoulder's on fire, but that's okay. But I did want to do a quick tour of this place. Again, we've only been here overnight. I don't have a super thorough review of it, but it's pretty nice. So when we pulled in yesterday, they had switched our original site with somebody else, which is fine, but the spot that they moved us to was still occupied. So we were just kind of like waiting in the little RV staging area for an hour, and Ollie was sick. It was just a catastrophe. So they had some major mix-ups at the front desk yesterday. So that was not a very good first impression, but all of that aside, I've done a lot of walking around here, and I will say, you guys, the sites are some of the most narrow we've ever seen. It does say it's big rig friendly. We're pretty large, and we really struggled to fit in this spot. I mean, it's very narrow, but it's doable. So it's doable. I will say there are no free amenities here. So there's a water park, which you can kind of see behind me, which is really cool, and I'll put the pricing for all of that in this video as well. But that's an added cost. There's zip lining towards the front of the park, and again, that's an added cost. There are boat rentals, jet ski rentals, but again, if you come here, you have to be prepared to spend money to enjoy any of the on-site amenities. There's not like an included swimming pool or an included hot tub. It is all an additional cost. So we usually avoid parks like that. We like to go to RV parks that have, like, I don't know, either a pool or hot tub, a nice playground, something that we can enjoy every day without shelling out that extra cash. But if you want to come here and just really have a blast with the water park all week, then this RV park is great for you because it's right there. So it's just all about preference and all of that. So without further ado, let's walk around, let's tour, let's get into pricing, and let's check out Nashville Shores Lakeside RV Resort. So here's the pamphlet they hand you when you get here. So this is just your guest guide. So it's an RV resort. They've got cabins, they have a water park, and I can't get a good view of the water park just driving around because I'm not able to get in without paying admission, but you can really see there. I mean, it's super nice. So definitely a cool feature. Ropes and zip line course, marina and boat rentals, jet ski rentals, and then I know they have a restaurant on site as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, so this is the water park. So this is your pricing. So you can come here if you are not staying at a cabin or RV site. So that's nice. But you're gonna pay $50 per adult and $30 for any junior. So if you're staying here, whether it's an RV or a cabin, a one-day ticket is $26.99 as opposed to the $49.99. So that's a pretty sweet deal. And then a multi-day ticket is $49.99. So you can come, you know, all day, every day, all week while you're here for $50 a person if you're RVing or cabining here. So that's pretty cool. 2 and under are free, and you do have to take your car tag that they give you at check-in to pick up your tickets to get that deal. Then they have the Nashville Shores Marina, and again, you have to use your parking permit to get these discounts if you're lodging here. There's the pricing for all of that. Here's that barbecue restaurant. You have 15% off your order. Let's check out some more information here. These are just your rules and regulations. There's no trash pickup. You do have to go to the dumpster, which is pretty standard. So here's that zip lining. It's the Treetop Adventure Park. Here's the pricing for all of that. You just have to be ready to shell out some cash if you're coming here. You know what I mean? There's nothing that's free, but it does have a lot to offer. So it'd be a really fun family vacation. You know what I mean? And all of this. So here's the map. So we're in spot 59. But I mean, all of this is the water park. All of it. I mean, it's huge. So, I mean, if you're coming here and you're like, you know, this is what we're doing all week, and, you know, you just pay for that multi-day ticket, $50 per person, you know, you have a family of 4, just be ready to add $200 to your, you know, what you're paying to just stay here. And then you don't necessarily have to leave, and, you know, you can have a great time with your family. And again, you don't have to be an RVer or staying in a cabin to go to any of these amenities. They do have a parking lot right here. and it's pretty large. They have overflow parking here. They've got all of their cabins over here. And again, that water park is just massive. And then the RV park is pretty small. So you can see they've got about 83 sites. So you check in right here. You're gonna have that treetop zipline course all in this area. So you check in here, all this is here. It is $15 to come in and park if you are not an RV guest or staying in a cabin as well. So here's your legend right there. But the RV park is pretty small. So that would book up pretty fast. That's what she was telling me up front. They book up pretty fast. So they've got all those amenities. They do have an RV park. I would avoid, just from being here and checking it out, this whole Lakeside row. When you leave, a lot of people go down this way and there's a really small turnabout, but this is concrete and then the median has concrete. So it's very small for a big rig to turn around. So we're staying in spot 59 and we are going up this road and we're gonna take a right, and there's a big roundabout up by that water park where we can come out safely and leave on that main road right here and get all the way out of the park. So again, we're at 59. We're gonna turn out of our site, take a right, big loop-de-loop, come down to this main road right here in between spot 9 and 53 and come straight out to the main road. So it's a pretty safe way to get out if you have a big rig. But yeah, there it is. There's the marina. There's your restaurant right there. So it's very cool. Very cool. Again, just gonna cost you, but just come here knowing that, plan your vacation around that, and you'll be good to go. So I'll show you how narrow the sites are and all of that. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to check out this morning and show you guys because we are leaving this morning, but I do want to show you guys around. So, all right, well, let's get into it. Okay, so I am just scrolling on their website so you can see that it ranges from $65 to $95 per night for your stay in an RV, and there are not weekly or monthly rates available. And I did want to use the website as well because I can't walk around to all of the sites, so these are just kind of the gist of what they may look like. And you can see the different types of sites that they have. When it comes to the water fun, that kind of sums up, the boat rentals, the jet ski rentals. They do have kayak rentals. They have that water park. So this portion of their site is just talking about that in further detail. So I will link their website down below just so you can see and really get a better feel for what they have to offer. Now, when we pulled in, this is what we saw. So this is where you have to either pay $15 to park, or if you're camping, whether that be with a cabin or RV site, you do not have to pay that $15 fee. This is an overview of our site, and they are very narrow. They are concrete, they are full hookup, but they are narrow. Here is the playground. It is right next to the check-in lodge or the check-in building. And it's pretty standard. It's nice. Graham enjoyed it. It has a steering wheel in there. So our kids really love any type of playground. If yours are the same, they'll love that. There is a dog park as well. So Jax really loved that. So this is about the size of a basketball court. It was very large. And then they did have a little sandbox over in the corner. It was rainy, so we did not get in that. And then, okay, right there, straight ahead, that is the roundabout that I was talking about on the map. If you stay in that row right on that lake, right straight ahead, a lot of those pull out that direction where you have to go around that to get out. And it is tight. I barely made it in the dually truck, so I just want to give fair warning. We stayed in spot 59, and if you follow that route that I gave at the beginning, you'll be just fine getting out. But I would avoid those spots if you have a really big rig because it's very tight and I would hate for you guys to get stuck. So yes, and then another thing I forgot to mention is right across the way here. So we walked down this little, I don't think it's a path, but I'm not sure. It worked as a path, right? But they had a really pretty walkway over to that boat rental area. So Graham and I kind of explored those trails, and not really trails, but kind of the walkway. And it was really pretty, so we enjoyed that. But again, here is that roundabout that you would have to circle around if you stayed in some of those lakefront sites. So very tight. See the concrete wall in the back? And all this is concrete. So that's something definitely to note. So after Graham was done chasing a squirrel, I took Jax over to this dog park, and I really wanted to film this for you guys. I was sitting on the top of the picnic table in the center, and you can really see how big this is. So if you have a fur baby or 2 or 3 or 5, no judgment here, they will definitely love this. It's nice and open, and they do have those pet bags so you can pick up after them. And then on my walk back, that is really all I can get on camera of the water park. But again, I'll link their website so you can see all of it, all it has to offer. It's massive. Here is the road back. And again, guys, I'm just doing this to film the sites. They only have 83 sites in the RV section, so all of them are basically the same. But I just wanted to film, you know, exactly what they looked like. And there's ours, our North Point right there. We're packing up to go. And then, yeah, you guys, here it is again. Just kind of how we had to park. We have a big truck, we have a big rig, so very, very tight. Very tight. However, if we were here, you know, for a week and we planned to go to that water park every day, we would have bought those multi-day tickets, and this would have been great. However, we do tend to just go to the parks that have included amenities where you're not shelling out that extra cash. So weigh those pros and cons. Definitely a cool place, very different for us, but here I hope you guys enjoyed what I was able to show you on this short trip we had, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.